Hi again, everyone. Welcome back. It's Professor Sebastian, our statistics class notes, and we're in section 6.2 talking about the normal distribution. We just got done learning how to use StatCrunch to help us find areas under the probability density function for the normal distribution. But I also reminded you of the empirical rule, and the empirical rule tells us actually comes from the normal distribution. So we can still use the empirical rule if the ranges we're trying to find fall right on standard deviation lines for us. So for example 111, the chest measurements of 18-year-old male footballers is normally distributed with a mean of 95 centimeters and a standard deviation of 8 centimeters. So let's find the percentage of footballers with chest measurements between A, 87 centimeters and 103 centimeters, and in B, 103 centimeters and 111 centimeters. So we're going to use the empirical rule. How does that help us to calculate this without technology? So remember, we always draw a picture first. We want to draw a picture of a normal distribution with a mean of 95 and a standard deviation of 8. That's our normal distribution notation. N of 95 comma 8 has a mean of 95, standard deviation of 8. So you just draw your bell curve best you can. In the middle you have 95. So with a standard deviation of 8, if I go 1, 2, 3 tick marks to the right, I've covered almost all of it to the right, and each one of those is 8 from the middle. So 95 plus 8 is 103, plus another 8 is 111, plus another 8 is 119. Then if I go 1, 2, 3 standard deviations to the left from the middle, that also covers almost all of it to the left. So 95 minus 8, 8 for the standard deviation is 87, minus another 8 is 79, minus another 8 is 71. So if we want to know the percentage that's between 87 and 103, we notice that for part A, 87 is one standard deviation below the mean, 103 is one standard deviation above the mean. So that means this area is 68% according to the empirical rule. So we just write that answer down. Part B, it's a little bit more complicated. We want to go from one standard deviation to the right of the mean, right? The middle is 95, so one standard deviation is 103. Two standard deviations is 111. So the way to figure that out is that we know the entire area within the two standard deviations of the mean would be 95%. So if I included all of this area, it's 95% from 79 to 111. But I'm going to go ahead and subtract this middle 68%. So that's 95 minus 68%. So what I have left is this area, which is what I want, plus this area, which is the same, but on the other side. So I'm going to divide it by 2, my result there, and that'll give me the area that I want. So I get 27% divided by 2, which is 13.5%.